How should applicants approach discussing negative aspects of their application that resulted from COVID? And that's from the mailman. That depends a little bit on what those negative aspects were. Obviously, there were points in time where it was really difficult to volunteer, but it isn't impossible now. It hasn't been impossible the entire time of COVID. Obviously, more classes were online. Schools understand that. So I think COVID presented an obstacle and an opportunity to medical school applicants. The obstacle was traditional volunteer opportunities were no longer available for a certain period of time. But there were also opportunities to contribute to your community with vaccination clinics, helping the elderly, helping people who couldn't get out or who were more vulnerable and therefore couldn't go to the market, those kinds of things. So to the extent that the applicant can turn lemons into lemonade from an application admissions point of view and say, I couldn't volunteer in the ER anymore because I wasn't allowed to, but I volunteered at my local vaccination clinic as soon as it opened. Or I set up an online volunteer portal for elderly people in my neighborhood to ask for assistance with shopping because they weren't supposed to go to the market. That would be a great response to COVID. In terms of actually dealing, obviously there might have been family members that were terribly sick or even died. Again, that's something that we would discuss more, I think, on a one-on-one basis. It's hard to give any rules. Medical schools are keenly aware that COVID affected volunteer opportunities. It forced schools to go online. It contributed to depression, anxiety, and that might have also affected grades. So some of this is a kind of thing that really would be best discussed one-on-one. But I hope you found those ideas a little bit helpful.